Well, good morning, everybody. Sitting here, wanted to talk to you a little bit before we start cutting into this on what we got going on here. We're going to try to, oh boy, I don't know if you can see that. See that round edge right there? That is the top of a vertebrae. On a Mosasaur, they were convex and concave on both sides. There's another one right here. And right over here, oh, okay, good, you can see that. These are rib bones. You have one coming across here and then a couple going like this, and that's how they'll be back in here. They'll be like pickup sticks. Right here you can see some more bone matter right here. This is part more of the back of the skull. Now there's no reason to go down and clean this anymore right here. We know that there's bone there, so you know, the more you try to clean and get down to, the more you're going to damage. You want to save most of that work for the lab. So one thing I wanted to point out on a Mosasaur that on Jurassic Park, how they have that wrong with his flippers. The big one that jumps up out of the water and eats the shark, you know, they show it how it has flippers. Well, Mosasaurs, you have three subspecies. You have a Cladastes, a Platycarpus, which is what this is, and the largest is called a Tylosaur, which is what they depict in Jurassic Park. Now, in those feet and arms of those, or legs, whatever you want to call them, they have digits just like what we do. You know, long digits in between your finger. You have 1, 2, 3. So anyways, they have digits also. So they have webbed feet just like an alligator. Now, ichthyosaur or a plesiosaur, like the Loch Ness Monster was, they have carpals, little round disc in their feet and legs, you know, at the end of their hands, or whatever you want to call them. So they do have flippers. I just kind of wanted to point that out. Hollywood always gets a lot of stuff wrong, you know, sensationalized stuff. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to fire that chainsaw up over there. And I'm going to show you how it works cutting into this chalk rock here real well, and what you have to do to get down to this. This is a technique that's been developed. Used it over the years quite a bit. So put in a free plug for steel chainsaws. If you really want to cut something like rock, use steel, right? So what I want to do is I want to go over there and I want to cut a little bit and show you how that works. And I'm not going to do a bunch. I'll just show you a little bit of cutting, then I'll stop and pause the video and I'll cut a little bit more, because it just makes a huge bunch of noise and a major dust cloud. And I'll do a little bit of cutting and I'll show you what the process does and how well it works while I'm removing the rest of the matrix. So let's get started on that. Now, I've been running a chainsaw since I've been 14, 40 years or better. So this is something that, you know, unless you know how to run a chainsaw, you really shouldn't be doing. Because this is not what they're meant to be used for. We want to cut this stuff here, so. Rock. Sorry to be yelling. See the mess it makes, but it works really well. And then I'll just go ahead and dice it up along top. Do a bunch more cuts like that. Then we use our sweet little tool here, and you just put them in between and it pops them right out. So we'll do an extra video on that because that'll probably take a while to get to that point. I don't want to pause it that long. Thanks for watching.